Hey everyone, I'm back with another design team project for Tresors de Luxe. This time around, I am following along with the new Facebook challenge group for Tresors de Luxe. They have a mood board up for the month of November. And just in case I was unable to show that at the beginning clip of my video here because my editing skills are for crap, I am going to show this right here on my little Kindle, just so you can see. Love all the fall colors, the little bird image. This just says fall, you know? Love it. Love this little quote here by Emily Bronte as well. So anyway, I'm following along with this, and I will post the links down below for everything Tresors de Luxe related, including this new challenge group. So I encourage everybody to go join the Facebook site and follow along with these monthly challenges, because you get a really awesome prize package if your project is picked as the winner. And it's a $75 voucher, I guess, that you would use in the Tresors de Luxe store. So it's very, very generous of Lucy, the owner, to offer that up. So I am following along with the colors by pulling out this 11 by 14 canvas that I'm working on. And I've also got my little vellum pieces out. And I'm using vellum on this because I kind of want my background colors to show through. Yeah, I'll spit it out in a minute. I want it to show through, so that's why I'm using the vellum. I think it'll show up better. There was also a little bit of rain on a couple of those pictures, and I thought I was going to use like glass bead gel on it to mimic that, but now I'm rethinking, and I may use the gold mica. This is a phase right now where I'm just pulling everything out, trying to figure out what I want to use. Again, I wish I could do the time-lapse recording, but I'm unable to do that. So until I get a new computer, hopefully at the end of the year. These are the colors I pulled out. I have the quinacridone burnt orange and nickel azo gold in the golden colors, and also this iridescent gold fine. I'm just going to kind of play around with the paint on my canvas here. And I'm using a sponge. I think I'm going to use a sponge to apply the paints instead of using a brush. And so that's where I'm at right now. I've just pulled a bunch of stuff out trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So I'll be back when the next step is done. Look at how beautifully those colors worked with each other. I love this. Okay, beautiful colors. Okay, so I did not put any texture down on top of that. I am doing all my texture up above. So I have my base layer of color, and then I'm building all my texture on top. So I thought I would just go ahead and, you know, I ain't no expert at this, but I just thought I would come and share my process. And you know what? I am going to work, instead of landscape, I am going to work portrait. So let me come out a little bit more so you can see the whole thing. There we go. I'm working portrait. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you just what I'm doing as far as my layering process. Now, my intention was to have this up in the corner, but I'm going to have a lace border at the top. So I'm bringing this down a little bit so that you'll still see some of this pattern. Oh, and I did crumple these up. Crumpled them up. And here we go, like so. And what I'm going to do, I have this piece of old curtain. It's just one of those curtain shears that had a pattern on it. And what I'm going to do is use that. Okay, this way. I am going to lay that out here on my canvas. I'm just kind of getting my layout right now, trying to figure out where everything's going. course, nothing's glued down, so I'm having a hard time getting stuff to stick, but that's kind of the gist of it. And I'm going to take some gold paint and edge all around this central focal image, and let that dry. But unlike the other two corner pieces that are going underneath this curtain piece here, this is going to sit on top. So that will go there, of course, after I've already edged it with the gold paint. And then what I'm going to do is take this trim from the Tresors de Luxe, and I am going to cut this top row off right here. I'm going to cut all the way down just to get me enough so that the second row in this fan shape will be my top, because that's going to be the top part of my canvas. And then I'm coming in with this trim right here, and I'm going to come in kind of underneath that a little bit, not too much because you can see through it. So I'll come underneath like that, maybe a little bit more down the middle, and then I have to figure out what piece I'm going to want, you know, kind of want another piece right here in the middle somewhere. And I was thinking this trim that I just got in my design team package, love. So I was thinking about maybe trimming it out like so. But like I said, I'm still just playing around with this. This is just the part where I'm just kind of trying to figure out my layout before I get the matte medium out and start adhering stuff down. So cutting this piece, just this one piece right here off, to be kind of frame that out, my focal image. Or I was thinking about using something like this. This is another one I just got in my design team package that I love. So pretty. And I was thinking about maybe just going across like so with it. So, and that may be the route I go. I'm looking at it this way, and I think I like this look best. So, okay, not much to look at right now, I know, but hopefully when you come back, it will. And at that point, I think I'm probably going to be done, and I'll just be doing the reveal part. So, I'll be back. I thought I was going to leave the laces as is and not color them in any way, just use the ivory on the canvas, but I kind of changed my mind. I have been seeing a lot of rusty fabric projects lately on a lot of the blogs I subscribe to, and because of that, I had ordered this rusting powder by Crafty Notions from the Paper Artsy store in the UK. So I've been wanting to try that too. So this is the first time I've ever used it. So what you're supposed to do is take like an embossing pad, and I'm assuming this is the way it's supposed to be done. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going, and this is tinted so I can see where it's going. I'm not going to do the entire thing. I'm just going to hit certain areas. And then come over here, clean that up, put it in my little pan here. It's a very fine powder, and I'm just going to sprinkle this, and where it hits, it hits. Did that make sense? You know what I mean? It's like if it's an imperfect transfer, that's okay. And I don't want to waste any of that. Okay, so that's what I've got so far. Just trying to tap as much of that off as I can here. Okay. And then what you're supposed to do is spray this with vinegar when you're done. So this is pure vinegar in a spray bottle. I am, boy, that is smelly. P.U. And I'm going to come back in like 15-20 minutes and see how it's doing. So I'm going to, oh, yuck, that's smelly. So I'm going to finish these up here, do the same thing, and I'll be back to show you what the process, how it came out, because it should be interesting. We'll see. Okay, I have to say I love that effect. So I have a feeling that this is going to become my new best friend. Oh my gosh, love it. So what I did after this dried, and I took a soft bristle toothbrush, and I just kind of, what you're supposed to do is just knock back some of those crystals. You can do it as much as you want or as little as you want. So that's exactly what I did. And like I said, oh my gosh, love the way this turned out. Definitely has that rust look to it right here. Oh. Some parts got darker than the others. I don't care. That's the way I wanted it to look. I mean, just a beautiful job rusting on that. Okay, so now that we're through with that, I'm going to come back to my canvas. Let me come out. Okay, I'm going to come back to my canvas, and you can see where that lace panel just kind of absorbed right into my canvas here with the using the matte medium. Okay, now I'm going to take the Gold Mica Flake by Golden and a putty knife, and this is what it looks like. Looks like oatmeal with little gold flecks in it. But this all dries clear, so that all you see is this part right here, that Gold Mica Flake. So I am just going to edge my canvas here. With this stuff, and I'm just going to go all the way around it, wait for it to dry, come back, and then set my image with all my laces, and then I'll be back, and it'll be close to being done at that point. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, so I finished my canvas. I did do a little bit more of the Gold Mica Flakes where the lines of the vellum were laid down. I decided to just kind of incorporate that in there as well. So anyway, I wound up threading this ribbon, punched holes here with my big bite, and just knotted this ribbon in here to use as a hanger, because I do plan on hanging this on my wall. But I just wanted to get like a close-up here so you could see. Of course, I'm going to hit my wall here. So I really like the way this turned out. I love the colors. Again, that mood board really inspired me to use those colors on the background, and I absolutely love that color combination. So I love the way this canvas turned out. I love the way that the rusting powder worked on the fabric on these beautiful trims from the store. So like I said, I will put links to everything down below, and I will see you guys later.